Hello and welcome to Cat with a Blog. First, I just want to say thanks to all of you for following me and for the good feedback. It really motivates me and makes me want to continue with my blogging. Okay, today I'm going to do an analysis of the short story Icebreak by Astrid Blodgett. The story is about a girl named Dawn who loses her father and her sister to a drowning accident. I'm going to analyze the story with focus in the story's theme and structure. But first, I'm going to analyze the structure of the story. The story starts in medias res, as you can tell by the very first line. We are a long way out on the lake when the ice breaks. It's late after 3, probably. The story is being told from our main character, Dawn's point of view, and therefore the narrator is first person. It is not in a chronological order, which you can tell by the many different flashbacks there is. It creates a suspense in the shift of time, and the flashbacks does first make sense in the end of the story. The climax of the story is the accident, because that is the focal point of the whole story. The event in the story is realistic, it could happen in real life, it has happened in real life. Cars can plunge through the ice, and some places there are even warning people not to drive on the ice because of the possibility of breaking through. The story divides into narrative time and narrative time. It also divides into 3 parts: the afternoon, the accident, and the funeral. I would say that the narrative time would be the afternoon and the accident because that is the event she is telling us about. The story goes from Dawn telling us about the afternoon with small glimpses of the accident in between. The difference between the afternoon and the accident is also that the afternoon is written in past tense and the accident is written in present tense. As you can tell as an example in the way she describes her father's actions. In the afternoon, Dad got up and went outside. He looked grumpy. And in the accident, his face is red and his mouth is moving like he's shouting, but I can't hear anything. The narrative time is at the funeral. It is written in past tense. The men said they helped me out, but nobody did. It is important to look at the narrative time and the narrated time because the story might have been told differently if it was told minutes after the accident. I think that the gap between the narrative time and the narrative time is a few days, because the afternoon and the accident is in the same day, and then she sleeps at the hospital overnight, and often the funeral is being held within a week. You can tell there has been a few days since the accident by the way Dawn is being very calm at the funeral. Also, she is describing her bruises like this. The bruises were there for a long time, which tells us that some kind of time has passed by. Okay then, moving on to the theme of the story. There are different themes in the story. I think that the themes could be loss or grief, guilt and family issues. Loss because of Dawn, her mother and her older sister Marla loses their dad and younger sister Janie. Grief because it is so tragic to lose family members. They have lost something so precious, and she is describing a bit of hope of seeing them alive again, as you can tell by this quote. I looked at their chests for the longest time, waiting for them to move up and down. It can be hard to believe that something so sad has happened, and I think that sometimes you just want to pretend that it never happened. Then there is guilt as a theme. I thought of that because I think that Dawn is feeling guilty about the death of her father and her little sister. Dawn is feeling guilty because she paid and convinced her sister to come with her. If she had not done that, Janie would still be alive. She is also mentioning the $5 bill in the ending, to say something about getting Janie's clothes back and finding the $5 bill in her jeans pocket, soaking wet. I think that a $5 bill is a symbol of her guilt. Also, Dawn is feeling guilty about her father's death because she was so slow at getting out of the car, which might have caused that the others never got out in time. Which you can tell by this quote. I'm not just deaf, I'm slow and stupid. I can't unclip the buckle. The last theme I thought of was family issues. It seems like there are problems in the family. The parents are getting divorced appearing to Marla. You can tell by this quote, "If Marla was right and Dad was leaving, then for sure Janie should come today." It is a bit sad though. Dawn only wants her sister to have one last visit with her dad because of the family issues, which ends with them both dying. So yeah, this was my analysis of the short story Icebreak. It is truly a sad story, which makes you appreciate your family a bit more. Well, I hope you enjoy my video. Feel free to like and comment below. And next time I'm going to do a review on the kitty litter Scoop Away. See ya!